Today we're going to be working on none other than Stella, the TL240 with my SR20, which has been running pretty rough between 3 and 4 grand, 3 and 4,000 RPMs. I'm thinking it's coil packs because I'm still running the OEM coil packs on the motor, so they're probably bad. I'm going to change them out with some new units from P2M and a new sub harness from Wiring Specialties. Alright, now we get to take this wiring harness out, along with the old crusted coil packs. Ugh. Don't forget to take off that ground. Here we've got our awesome looking P2M coil packs, and here we have our coil pack sub harness from Wiring Specialties. And just look how clean that is. This is the Pro Series harness, so really nicely done weaves protective sleeves. I guess that's what you'd call it. But that'll be nice and fresh, and I think the SR20 will be pretty happy to have those. Now the next thing we have are these P2M coil packs. It comes in a really nice little box. Direct replacement upgrade of 4. Ah, look at that. Nice and individually boxed. The original OEM coil packs date back to a time when grunge music dominated the airwaves. Coils this old have seen many heat cycles, which can cause them to degrade and crack. This lets the electric spark of love to run off somewhere other than towards your spark plugs, which isn't good for making clean and consistent power. Old setup, new setup. The beautiful thing about this setup is that it's truly plug and play, meaning it bolts straight in without the need of any tuning or further adjustments, unlike pretty much every other part on this car. Yeah, it sounds cool to have all the adjustability, but sometimes you just want to install a part and drive without having to spend countless hours adjusting little bolts that you can't even access without sacrificing some blood and bruises to the mechanical gods of the aftermarket. But I digress, as these cars are still amazingly easy to work on by many standards. And although it would be cool to use OEM Nissan parts, my wallet insisted that I go with more affordable P2M units. Apparently these new coil packs form a really tight vacuum seal around the coil pack chamber, because I can hear the air whooshing out as I push the coil pack down, which is really cool because my old coil packs were really worn out and they didn't do that. Now when you're tightening the coil packs down to the valve cover itself, you don't need to apply a whole lot of pressure, otherwise you're going to end up snapping the bolt on your aluminum valve cover, and that's not going to be very good at all. Because the harness plugs are only long enough for each coil in their respective ports, we don't have to worry about keeping track of which plug goes where, like we might have to with a spark wire setup that runs on a distributor. In other words, it's like navigating your way through the opening tutorial of Forza Horizon. There aren't a whole lot of instructions to tell you what to do with such beautiful equipment, but you can get along just fine, and gain a sense of accomplishment from beating the AIs racing you towards the finish, even if you have little to no experience in a virtual racing environment. With our coil pack cover finally back on, we can now reinstall our questionably functional strut tower bar and go for a drive. Now that everything's back together, we're going to go ahead and take the car for a drive. Fingers crossed, everything's working as it should. Woo! Sweet! Dude, she works now! That's awesome. The car runs so much better with those coil packs. Unfortunately, there's still a little breakup around 3,000 RPMs, but the car is way more drivable, the power is way smoother. Very happy with how it turned out, very easy to install. If you guys have not yet replaced those old OEM coil packs that came with your SR20, RB, you need to replace them. It makes a world of a difference. That's all I got for you tonight. Hope you guys got something out of it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.